You really want to watch this attached little video. One of my viewers sent it to me. It's on Weasel Zippers. And the title is, Obama, quote, "We're the slaves who built the White House," end of quote. Now, if you listen to what he has to say, if it wasn't for the African Americans, none of this would be here today. He said they did everything. Absolutely everything. This guy is completely crazy. He keeps talking about the children. And he talks about how they've pretty much done everything. If it wasn't for them, the South's economy would never have grown. He says, we're the firefighters who rushed into those buildings on 9/11. The volunteers who signed up to fight in Afghanistan and Iraq. This is most interesting. We're the gay Americans whose blood ran in the streets of San Francisco and New York, just as blood ran down the bridge. Yeah, the bridge he's talking about is when they did the march to be able to vote in 1965. We're the gay Americans. I'm not a gay American. Are you a gay American? He is. You really want to read this article and listen to him in his own words. This guy is definitely out of his mind. According to him, if it wasn't for African Americans, none of this would be here. We would have lost the war, the Second World War. Yeah. How about the blood that ran from whites in Afghanistan and in Iraq? How many men from our military and women from our military have been killed, maimed, or wounded based on the Guantanamo detainees that the chosen one has returned to the field of battle? This guy's completely crazy. The sad thing is, I don't see him going away. One of my viewers that I interact with vis-a-vis email tends not to believe when I say that he's not leaving. He's convinced that Hillary will overcome the scandal that she's now facing with her emails. I read another article. Apparently, she's not alone. The less than Honorable Eric H.Holder Jr. He also used private email accounts. You know what's interesting is when you log on to a secure network, you're aware of it. You're told you're on a secure network. Like when you give your credit card information, for example. How is it that nobody knew that Hillary was using her own private email accounts? Yet she was communicating with the President of the United States. How is it that NSA hasn't tracked any of that? But that's all a different story. I want you to read this article. Listen to how grandiose he thinks they are. And he doesn't mention whites at all. No. We're the immigrants who stowed away on ships to reach these shores. Holocaust survivors, Soviet defectors, the lost boys of Sudan. We're the hopeful strivers who crossed the Rio Grande because we want our kids to know a better life. That's how we came to be. He's talking about all the illegals that he's allowing to come into the country through the open borders that we have. Yeah, take a look at the video. You're going to find it somewhat entertaining. This guy is completely crazy. I told you what I think. So what do you think?